Guys, if you come to Tulum, this is what you'll be putting up with. There's a lot of seaweed along the coast of Quintana Roo. For some reason, all the seaweed and the algae, you can see here, all of this stuff accumulates here for some reason. We don't know why, because we went to Cancun, right Helen? We went to Cancun,
yeah, it wasn't like
and it wasn't like this at all. It was actually a very nice beach in the Zona Hotelera in Cancun. Here, however, as you can see, it's kind of a disaster. But we saw those guys that are cleaning, the city workers, I guess. It says Limpieza de la Playa, cleanliness of the beach. That's what they're called. So those guys are working right now to clean up this mess that accumulated here. Presumably it's some kind of, some algae that live in the sea not far from here, and then that accumulates on the beach, and once it starts to rot, it creates that unpleasant smell. But in any case, besides that, I mean, it's a decent beach. It's a bit rocky. You can't really go in too far. You can, but you gotta watch your step because there are a lot of rocks in the water that you can't see. But besides that, it's all right. At least you're in a tropical setting, so that's what matters, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we came for. Yeah, so exactly. So when you go to the beach here, you gotta make sure that there's no seaweed. The seaweed, we find that they clean the seaweed in the Mahahual, so that was kind of on the ball. And obviously they were doing that because the cruise ships are landing there, so so they wanted to get the money out of the tourists coming from the cruise ships. That was the rationale, presumably. But as you can see here, today we're fairly early. It's a Monday, and there's no one really on this side of the beach. So this is some kind of heron that lives in Tulum here. So that's the situation with the seaweed here. Let's see if we can maybe sit in the shade there. There's a shade under the palm tree. Let's go get that. We could even go under this, if it weren't for all these tapes. Okay, so maybe we can sit under here. Here it's a nice spot. We have our own palm tree with the coconuts over there, up there. And so, what do you say? ¿Qué dices tú? We sit here?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess we can sit here for maybe at least an hour or something, and then we do something. But
there it seems to be cleaned up.
It does, yeah.
If you want to go in the water.
Yeah, I think I might want to go in the water.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's a decent beach. Hello. The grackle said something.
Yeah, this seems to be like an old resort, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it was. And it's a shame because.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Because, well, yeah, it's kind of nice, but imagine this was somebody's resort,
yeah.
And presumably they're going to renovate it. They'll make a shut up. Obviously, I'm just joking. They're going to make a resort again. So imagine somebody goes into their resort, they pay for the beach club, whatever, to have access to the beach, only to find out that the beach is this, which is, I mean, if it's free, it's fine, but I wouldn't pay to have access to this kind of beach. So yeah, so that's a shame. But you know what I'm gonna try? Maybe I'll try walking there and see if I can go across those rocks and then gain access to those beaches there. Well, we'll sit down here and then I'll go there. So that's my plan, right? You know me, I always like to go into areas where not too many humans like to venture out. All right, so let's go and see what's beyond that point there. So this is where that public beach, I guess, ends, and if I continue walking this way, presumably I'll get to a point where you see all those beach clubs, the beach clubs in the hotels, and then they have access to the beach. But I just want to see if the beach is any better over there, because here it's okay, but it's nothing special. As in, if it were free, I wouldn't go there. Look at this, the ocelot. You can apparently see the ocelot in this area, in these woods. So again, this was a accommodation, private accommodation, but we see that it's kind of, you know, it's either not used or it's being repaired or whatnot. So that's the situation there. So let's see if we can walk across this here. Hola, hola, buenas tardes. ¿Qué hay por allá? ¿Se puede caminar hasta los beach club? Claro, claro. Ah, bueno, muchas gracias. Buenas. Buenas. So, those guys told me that we can walk, we can cross this seaweed, literally the sea of seaweed, and go where all the beach clubs are. That is the idea, at least, because as you guys can see, Tulum is full of garbage. It's okay, it's nice, it's tropical, but it's definitely not worth the prices that they're charging. So there is a big scam going on somewhere here. But regardless, let's see if we can cross over this and get to the area where all the beach clubs are. That is the idea, right? Because we don't want to spend an exorbitant amount of money just to gain access to the beach that's full of seaweed and you can't even swim in because there are rocks under the water, and then you run the risk of injuring yourself if you take a bad step. Let's see how Helen is doing. Helen is under her palm tree over there, which is good. Okay, let's see this here. Aha. Aha. So we'll have to go across some rocks, and then presumably we'll end up. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! There's a whole new beach area right about here. Wow! Who would have thought? And then, of course, this goes for, you know, for kilometers and kilometers. So that's it. This is what we wanted to see. This is that area where you see all the beach clubs, and presumably here the beach is a bit better, and we can see. So there are no more rocks in the water, and we can walk. Hello? We can walk right in. So that's what we wanted. Aha. At last, something worthwhile. So I wonder how far I can walk here. You know, in theory I could probably walk all the way to the entrance of Sian Ka'an. I think that's what it is. Yeah. But as you can see here, all these bungalows are taken, meaning that they're in a good condition. They're not being renovated or whatnot. So they're taken, and with good reason, because the beach here seems to be a bit better. It doesn't look like there are rocks in the water. You can swim here. So apparently this is what everyone is paying those high prices for, right? These are the beach clubs and the restaurants out here. It's nice, it's okay, and if it weren't for all the seaweed, it'd be even better. But depending on what they charge you to to access these areas, I don't know if it's worth it, right? Because if you pay something like up to 100 pesos, you know, to get access to this, even 150, even up to 200 pesos, it's fine. But if they charge anything more than 200 pesos to get access to this, it's not worth it, because again, you know, you see the seaweed and the garbage and all that. So it's mostly for, you know, for the experience and for the fact that you're in Tulum, you know, because Tulum is that place that everybody wants to be in. Look at this. What a great place to be. And this is endless here. This continues for on and on. We have these swings here, like they have in Cancun. It's pretty much the same setup as in Cancun. And for those who like walking, you could walk, like I said, you could walk all the way to the entrance of Siankan. And yeah, now it seems like oh no, I was gonna say it seems like it's a bit better, but I don't think so, because there are rocks even here. So maybe if you walk here, you will encounter the same problem that I had back in the pumping beach over there. But in any case, we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go in the water and then we'll see what happens after. Look at this, guys. These boys here caught some fish in a net from the sea, and the pelicans are assembling around, hoping to get part of the catch. Yeah, the pelicans are hungry. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pelicans, plus these stern birds, or however they're called. They're there presumably because they want the fish that's in the net. Sometimes you see them, you know, diving into the sea because they see the fish from above, and then they literally, they dive, they plunge into the sea to get those fish. But this is what it is in these parts of Latin America and Caribbean. We saw this in Cuba as well. Locals will deploy the net in the sea, and they'll catch fish. You know, that'll be their dinner for the day, or for the next day. You know, because times are tough, so they do whatever they need to do to get their food. But the pelicans are really something. Let me see if I can go and record them up close. The pelican is an ugly bird. As you can see, it's not the best looking bird of the marine life that you can find out there, but here we see them. You know, we see them up close. And what I've seen with the pelicans is that they won't even hesitate to go catch pigeons. They'll swallow entire pigeons as they feed, meaning that they'll see a live pigeon and they'll just swallow it. The pelican will eat pretty much anything. But it's amazing how we can see them up close here. Yeah, these birds are awesome. I wonder where they nest. So these birds live in the sea, obviously. You know, they have this big bag under their beaks. If you see it here, if you see under the beak, it has a huge bag where you can carry a large catch of fish. But no, it's amazing, nevertheless, how they let me get close to them, that close, and now they're gone. There you go. Yeah, that was something. That was a spectacle. So, I recorded the pelicans. Perfect. You see here some of the built some kind of a house with a thatched roof, but this is all closed off, as we see. Maybe in the future they'll make beachfront accommodation. Who knows? In the meantime, we'll sit here. We'll sit under the palm tree because we have shade, and we'll spend pretty much, the rest of the day on the beach. Look at the net over there. Look at the net that was full of fish.
Did they catch?
Yeah, they caught fish. I think it was sardines. I think it was the same fish that we saw in Cuba that they caught. That was pretty much it. I can't help but wonder at these colorful decorations here in downtown Tulum. Yeah, all kinds of surfing shops, tattoo parlors, all of that. Interesting.
There's actually another tattoo shop here.
There's another tattoo shop right here. Yeah, it is a popular thing. Any place you have some place where there's a beach, where skin is exposed, that's where tattoos are popular. So it seems like it's a quiet day today. It's a Sunday, so that makes sense. Everybody's relaxing.
They're all at the beach.
They're all at the beach. We don't know which beach. That's the only thing. But they're somewhere. No, they're not at the beach. Sunday's a family day, so they're with their families. There's a sign saying, "Mama, I'm not coming home."
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, not because once they come here, they feel like staying here. Look at that. What's the name of this restaurant here? La Hijas de la Tostada. La Hoja, green leaf. I'll just take a look at the prices just for the fun of it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, the prices are reasonable around here. I was expecting, all kinds of stuff. But it's actually not bad. What's the name of the street once we come back?
Looking for a street sign.
Okay, we'll remember this chicken here,
yeah,
Asadero, and also the
right
painting of a girl kissing the
restaurant.
diver. Excellent.
There's even shoes if you need shoes.
Oh yeah, there are shoes. I wonder if I can find boots here.
We can check.
So that I can walk in the jungle, like
No.
thick boots. No?
No, they don't have.
Okay.
No, as I did my research this morning, Tulum is not known for shopping. They don't have much
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
shopping.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because most of the shopping will be done here on this street.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
this is
where
where
all
all
the-
the stores are, on this street. So
That's correct.
we'll check out that store.
Aldo's? Oh, no,
No.
before Aldo's.
Well, we just passed it. I want to check out this one.
This store here. Playeras, those are, I guess that's for the beach. Hola, buenas. So, this is where you would shop for clothes if you decide to shop in Tulum. Usually it's these mom and pop shops like this one here that you can find good deals in. back at Soriana. We're doing grocery shopping in Tulum. This is interesting here. We have a section with cut up vegetables. So does that, price-wise, is that better? Maybe carrots. How much are these carrots?
42 pesos.
42?
I don't know how much that would be in, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot of carrots.
But,
I don't know if we can finish all
yeah,
that.
Exactly. Should we get a small container of the red peppers?
Want to get it instead?
That's like $3.50 equivalent, approximately.
Okay.
Which
Sure.
is the same price as a pound. So this is a bit less than a pound.
That's
because they cut it, so
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
it's like more expensive. Do we
Oh.
get it?
Sure. Let's get it. Okay.
You wanted maybe sweet potatoes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, sweet potatoes. Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, because we forgot the list.
So sweet potatoes were one thing that we wanted to buy
Do
at
they
the
have
grocery
them
store.
or
I saw them somewhere.
regular potatoes are
Regular
there?
potatoes are there. And the mame sapote is here. The mame sapote, by the way, that's the mame sapote. I got one, and it was okay. It wasn't that good actually. This one seems to be ripe. Some are ripe, some other ones are not ripe. By the way, the mame sapote is a national fruit of Cuba, right? But they have it in Mexico. They have it at Soriana specifically. The first time we saw it in Soriana was in Cancun, and they have it here. They're big with that. Yeah, so I didn't see sweet potatoes. I think, if I remember correctly, they were somewhere down there,
Yeah,
around the
on
corner.
other side, but maybe if you want carrots, maybe we could get one or two.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that.
Well, how many?
I think one will be enough, just for the eyesight,
That's it. Just
because we need vitamin A.
this one?
Yeah, that was good. I feel like my eyesight is getting worse here. I guess a lack of vitamin A or something like that. That's the only thing I can think of. And look at this. They even have this cactus. I think that this is the cactus that they use to make tequila, or maybe not. In any case, 72. By the way, guys, this is not dollars. This is Mexican pesos. They use the same symbol. 72 Mexican pesos per kilogram, which comes out to maybe about five Canadian dollars per kilo. What else do they have? All kinds of stuff. Soriana is the best supermarket chain in Mexico. What do we have
Maybe we can
there?
get a salad kit.
You want salad? Let's get salad. Sure. Then you would have to get dressing as well.
No, it comes with it.
Oh, okay, the kit.
Yeah, the
Gotcha,
kit.
yeah. Caesar salad.
Yeah, but this also is Caesar. I don't know, Valley Foods. Is it better?
Ah, the sweet potatoes are right here.
Yeah, I saw them.
These are the sweet potatoes. 59 Mexican pesos per kilogram. Again, everything here, the price of everything is per kilogram, not per pound, which makes more sense. I don't know why in Canada we're still calculating per pound since we switched to the metric system. I wonder what this is. This is tamarind probably. Look at this. I think it's tamarind, yeah. It has a specific order, specific stuff. 2 is enough, absolutely, yeah. And we have Jamaica, I guess.
Canela.
Oh, that's okay. That's so. Then Jamaica would be this here.
What's this?
But then where's tamarind?
Oh, the sugar.
That's
Smells like
powdered
sugar.
sugar. And what's this? Hojas, those are leaves for tamales, to make tamales. So, as you can see, all kinds of different ingredients, different foods here, only because the cuisine is different. Chili, dried chili. Interesting. This is spicy, I think. 29 Mexican pesos per kilogram. Another type, chile de árbol. This one is chile sunflower, mirasol. I don't know what that is. But yeah, very interesting. I think that the last time that we came here, they didn't have this much of a variety. Either that, or we missed a lot of aisles. They have strawberries. 39 pesos. Did you see that, Helen? They have strawberries.
Yeah, where they?
Right here. Right there. They're 39 pesos per box.
You want to get?
I'm thinking. Should we?
That's like what? Maybe. No, that's okay, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's get them then. Let's get this box here. It even says they're on special. There's strawberries in March. Excellent. Perfect. So we took care of that, and now we're gonna go get the essentials. So the bread, the water, we have cold cuts. It seems like we've been buying a lot of food here, only because that's what we do. You know, we go grocery shopping whenever we go on vacation. We try to eat out as little as possible because it makes no sense. Looking at the bread.
I think this is the onion one.
That's the onion bread, yeah.